10 mysterious aircraft crashes. Number 10. Abandoned U.S. Navy jet. This mysterious aircraft has been left on the beaches of Iceland for the past 33 years, and there's just something mysterious about it. The foggy, volcanic beach makes for an eerie setting to find a Douglas Super DC-3 airplane, and its condition doesn't make you feel any less creeped out. The crew was forced to crash land on this remote beach due to mysterious reasons. Its large wings are missing for some reason, and all the windows are broken from the inside. Luckily, the crew survived, but it's believed the windows were smashed due to the crash landing. These incredible photographs were taken of Eric Chang, who noticed the wreckage using aerial drone reconnaissance. Some suggest that the crash took place due to lack of fuel, while others claim it was from harsh weather conditions. Could there have been some unknown force that was responsible for this crash? Number 9. Antonov 12. In 2015, a horrific crash took place near Juba, the capital of Sudan. It was reportedly trying to bring humanitarian aid to the Central African country when something caused it to crash. The Russian airplane struck a village, and the death toll eventually reached 41 people. Locals were completely shocked that this happened, and rescuers searched frantically for survivors. The cargo plane would have delivered much-needed supplies to the area. The reason of the crash seems somewhat mysterious. Some believe that the plane that was made in 1971 simply wasn't functioning properly, while others might speculate that there were more mysterious circumstances. This came just a few days after a Russian charter plane was hijacked by terrorists and crashed in Egypt. The crew on the plane was certainly international, and this crash is somewhat shrouded in mystery. Number 8. SEAL Team 6 crash. So what are the odds that a military sends 38 people crammed on a Chinook helicopter right in the middle of an intense battlefield? Passengers on board were from the infamous SEAL Team 6, a group of Navy SEALs who the government reported taking out bin Laden in 2011. On August 6, 2011, not long after the mission at Osama's compound, the Chinook helicopter carrying SEAL Team 6 was shot down in Afghanistan, killing all 38 people on board. Many people, including the families of the soldiers, came forward, casting possibility that this was an inside job. Others wonder why so many people were crammed into a single helicopter, and the landing place that was set had never been used before. Obama expressed his condolences, but some even think he had something to do with the crash. Some believe that he was worried that the Navy SEALs would give up secrets about the Osama mission. Number 7. Mysterious Nazi plane. A remarkable discovery was made when scuba divers off the coast of Odessa, Ukraine found a mysterious plane at the bottom of the Black Sea. This Luftwaffe had simply vanished in midnight, and it must have really confused traffic control at the time. This was located about 23 feet below the surface, and underwater photographer Andrei Nekrasov was a part of the crew who discovered this mysterious time capsule. This was what's known as a Ju-52 that was commonly used during the Third Reich. What was even more mysterious was how well preserved some of the artifacts were found within the plane. This creepy boot was found in remarkable condition considering it's been underwater for the past 75 years. This shaving brush was located on the sea floor. Even some of the documents found within the cockpit were preserved. Number 6. Kitty Hawk P-40 mystery. Kitty Hawk P-40s were a part of the United States Air Force and shot down many German fighter planes. A mystery of the Second World War II might have finally been solved in 2012 when they found remains of a preserved Kitty Hawk P-40, and possibly the skeletons of its pilot were uncovered. Flight Sergeant Dennis Copping, that we see here in this photo, was the pilot of the same aircraft, and many had wondered what the heck happened to him. 12 bones were found about 3 miles from the plane, as well as a parachute. Many pieces of the plane were left remarkably intact. It seems as if the sands of the Sahara have remarkably preserved this aircraft despite some scratches from the crash landing in Egypt. This was actually discovered by a Polish oil company worker. The skeleton was found nearby and was tested for DNA samples to see if it matched the DNA of the son of the pilot who mysteriously lost his father during the war. The Egyptian authorities couldn't give him a definitive answer, but they believed the bones would be too old. Number 5. Presidential crash TU. Planes crashing often seem somewhat mysterious, but when one crashes causing a nation's president to die, it certainly seems to raise some eyebrows. Especially as there's tensions between the Polish and the Russians at the moment, it certainly makes people want to ask questions about the crash. The leader of the Polish was on board at the time with other high-ranking officials, and if Russia did want to politically cripple Poland, this would be the airplane to target. We're not saying that's the case, but it's believed by many conspiracy theorists to be possible. Russia doesn't always want to play fair, and they were even accused of poisoning Ukrainian presidential candidate Viktor Yushchenko with Agent Orange during a dinner party. After the incident, he had horrific scarring, but managed to make a full recovery eventually. The crash was eventually ruled an accident due to weather conditions, but makes you wonder. Number 4. Mysterious spacecraft. Some seriously strange things fall from our skies sometimes. This one is pretty heavy. A huge 15-foot metallic cylinder crash-landed on the surface of Myanmar in November 2016 that left many people scratching their heads in confusion. Authorities were sent to investigate the debris, and it was difficult to figure out if it was actually an aircraft or some space debris that China carelessly dropped on a neighboring country. This fell near a jade mine, and inhabitants heard the explosion from miles away. They initially believed it was a bomb and some type of battle was going on. Inside, investigators found circuits containing copper material, so it appears to be man-made, for the most part. Some think it's shaped like a rocket booster since China launched a spacecraft just a day before the discovery. No conclusions have been made and more research is needed on this one. Number 3. B-2 stealth bomber crash. B-2 stealth bombers are some of the most sophisticated planes that the public knows about and cost $1.4 billion to construct. That's a lot of taxpayer dough. So many were sort of suspicious how one of these could have just seemingly crashed out of nowhere. Some believe that this crash could have been 100% avoidable if it weren't for a few mistakes. The final report of the crash states the presence of moisture on the sensors caused the mega computers inside the plane to misread data. So the first reported crash of this flying fortress was due to evaporated moisture from the inside of the plane. Whoever was responsible for cleaning those certainly lost their job. Number 2. Snowdonia peak crash. Take a look at the charred remains of this helicopter crash and let us know if you think someone survived this or not. The helicopter contained 4 military personnel and a civilian, as well as traveling to Northern Wales, United Kingdom. The helicopter contained 4 military personnel and a civilian as well, while traveling in Northern Wales, United Kingdom. Witnesses saw 10-foot-high flames and black smoke from around the area. The RAF helicopter struck the ground with incredible force, but somehow they managed to escape the vehicle before the helicopter exploded. How everyone managed to survive still remains a mystery. Number 1. Hainan Island incident. As you probably know, the Chinese are suspicious of us. At the same time, we're sort of suspicious of them. So it's not really gonna look great when they catch one of our spy planes flying through their skies. The EP-3 you see in this photo was operating nearly 70 miles from the People's Republic of China, which just so happened to be rather close to a top-secret military base. One of the Chinese fighters begins getting a little bit cocky and starts following the American spy planes too closely. Then, out of nowhere, the two planes collide, killing the Chinese fighter jet pilot. But this testimony is disputed with China, and they point the finger at us. The American crew, however, survived the crash, but with a catch. They were interrogated for 2 days straight and forced to eat fish heads. After relentless searching of the spy plane took place, the Chinese made negotiations and let the 24 crew members go back home.